Today on HamShackTV, we're talking about call signs. This is episode 2 of Ham Radio for Beginners. Stick around. Today's episode is once again brought to you by the Explorer QRZ1, exclusively from Gigaparts. Folks, what a wonderful radio to be your starter rig. Super easy to program. You can use RT System software to it. It is a great first rig for somebody. Check out gigaparts.com. Use coupon code HamShackTV. It gets you double the rewards points. And if you get Gigaparts Rewards Plus, you get 4 times rewards points and a perpetual warranty and a 60-day returns window. Check out gigaparts.com. Use coupon code HamShackTV50 for rewards plus or HamShackTV for double rewards points. That's QRZ and Gigaparts. Gigaparts.com. We appreciate their support of HamShackTV. All right. Welcome to HamShackTV. I'm your host, Josh, AA4WX. Now, what did I just say? I just spit out a whole letter and number soup, so to speak. What does AA4WX mean? Well, that's what you're here for, and let's talk about it. So I'm going to pull this up. There's a lot of information on this, so it may be hard to read. So I'll go over everything here. So we'll start from the top. What is a call sign? A call sign is your unique identifier on the air. So it's like your name, so to speak. It's like a license plate for your signal as well. Your call sign is issued by the Federal Communications Commission here in the United States. Elsewhere around the world, it's whatever your communications agency is elsewhere around the world. You are required to use it when operating, and it's how other hams find out who you are and identify you. So let's break down this call sign. So we're going to go down and to the left here, breaking it down. The AA in my call sign is the prefix. It identifies the country. In the United States, AA can be used. All call signs in the United States there are only 4 of them, four prefixes that are acceptable. Well, 4 first letters of the prefix, I should say, that are acceptable in the United States: Alpha, Kilo, November, and Whiskey. A, K, N, or W. If you hear a call sign that does not use A, K, N, or W, that means that call sign did not originate from the United States. It's also used for special events and club stations and much more. Now, the number 4. So we got AA4. The number 4 identifies the call district or area where the call sign is issued. So if we look at the map to the right of that, you see a map. Now, this isn't to scale. This is obviously AI driven. It's the fastest way for me to put this together. But it appears pretty accurate. I have questions about how 7 just takes off through Colorado and New Mexico there. But elsewhere and otherwise, it looks pretty good to me. So find your place on the map there. And I'm in eastern Tennessee, so that puts me in what they call 4-land, the 4th call district. So every call sign that originates within Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama. Actually, I'm not convinced that Mississippi is part of the 4th. Nonetheless, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, or North Carolina, you're going to get a 4 call sign when you first get your license. If you are in Texas, Arkansas, parts of Mississippi, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and I think New Mexico is thrown in there, you're going to get a 5-land call sign, and so on and so forth. If you're up in the extreme northeast part of the country, you're going to get a 1 call sign. If you're around New York City, you're going to get a 2 call sign. Baltimore, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., parts of Virginia, you're going to get a 3 call sign, and so on and so forth. So, again, that's not necessarily by any stretch of the imaginations the gospel there. That's what AI was able to extrapolate. But it's a decent guide. You can visit ARRL and see the actual map for that. And then finally, let's go back to the left here, the suffix. This is a 1 to 3 letter identifier chosen from a pool of available letters. So often it's used to create memorable call signs. So we'll talk about vanity call signs in a few minutes. But call signs are broken down. Your basic call sign for a technician, when you get your technician license, you're going to be issued what's called a 2x3. So you'll have 2 letters in your prefix. You'll have a number, which designates where in the country you're from, and then you will have a 3-letter suffix. So let's see how this breaks down as far as availability goes with the typical license classes. Down below that, you see technician. I don't know why AI has driven a C and D category. I don't quite understand what it was going for there. If you have a technician license, you're going to have a 2x3. It's as simple as that. So my original call sign when I got my license was KJ4RVP, Kilo Juliet 4, Romeo Victor Papa. Then I messed up and did a systematic call sign request change, and it changed to Kilo Juliet 4, Sierra Victor Whiskey. Did not like that. So shortly after I got my tech license, I ended up getting my general class license, and I changed it to a vanity call sign known as Whiskey X-Ray 4 Kilo X-Ray Tango, WX4KXT. And love that call sign. It spent the better part of 10 years with me. But Weather 4, Knoxville, Tennessee. That was how I structured that. Matter of fact, there used to be a television station, the CBS affiliate here in town, that was WKXT. So that kind of inspired that for me. So there's that. And then I upgraded to my extra class license and ended up getting AA4WX. That's just my path. Your path may vary, and I put the wrong thing up here. Let me put me back on the screen. So technicians, you're going to get a 2x3. It's as simple as that. Now, you are eligible for a vanity call sign, even as a technician, but you have to conform to the vanity format that matches your license class. General classes, you're able to get a 1x2 or a 1x3. Actually, I think technicians can get a 1x3 as well. And then extra class, you're able to get a 2x1 or a 1x2. Do not pay attention to where it says 1x1. You cannot get a 1x1 as an extra class license. We'll talk more about 1x1s here in a minute. Vanity class call signs. If you want a call sign that is meaningful to you, maybe your initials or something like that, you can request a vanity call sign. You must already have a call sign. So you can't, when you take your technician license, you can't immediately ask for a vanity call sign. You have to be issued what they call a systematic call sign first. When they do that, this is wrong too. It says extra class license is required. I'm using this as a guide, folks, not the gospel. Again, don't always trust AI. But you can have a technician, general or extra class can get a vanity, just as long as it correlates to your license class. You apply through the FCC's ULS system. As of right now, it is a $35 fee to get that. And you can now get a vanity call sign from any district in the United States. So maybe you live in 4-land, but you want a 2-land call. You can do that. Maybe you live in 6-land, but you want a 4-land call. You can do that as well. You are not restricted to your call district when you're asking for a vanity call sign. Popular formats include a 2x2, which is mine, AA4WX. 2x3 would be AB4, CDE. You can do that. Technicians, that's probably what you're going to do. I do want to note that technicians and general class are not allowed to have an alpha call sign. You must have an extra class call sign in order to get a alpha prefix. Elsewhere and otherwise, you'll get a kilo, a November, or a whiskey. Those are your only options there if you have a general or tech class license. 1x3s, those are very common. N4JTQ, that would be one. K4AVG, so on and so forth. And guys, what is the advantage of getting a shorter call sign? Contesting, 100% contesting. It's a lot easier for whenever you're contesting. Let's say you're doing field day, to say CQ field day, CQ field day. This is Alpha 4 Whiskey X-Ray. rather than saying CQ field day, CQ field day. This is Whiskey X-ray 4, Kilo X-ray Tango. That is a mouthful. So if you're into contesting, a shorter call sign is probably ideal. As a matter of fact, I wanted to mention 1x1 call signs earlier. Field day is a great example. Your organization may come together and want to do a shorter call sign, and you can do a 1x1 call sign for a special event. Specifically, HamShackTV, I'm operating as Whiskey for India for field day. So a little bit shorter of a call sign to rattle off there. Let's go back to the chart here. So, yeah, you can do vanity call signs now. Let's talk about the examples. That's going to be down to the left here on the bottom left. K for ABC. So K is your prefix, 4 is your district, and ABC is your suffix. Another example, W1AW. That is the ARRL headquarters. Whiskey is your prefix. 1 tells us that it's a New England station, and Alpha Whiskey is its suffix, so it's its unique identifier. Think of it as your name, but backwards, right? Your last name is your prefix, and your suffix is your first name. So there's a lot of Marlers out there, right? Well, maybe not so much a lot of Marlers, but let's pick on my buddy Jason, KC5HWB for a minute. There's a lot of Johnstons out there, right? So Johnston would represent his prefix, and Jason would represent his suffix. I hope that works for you. That works out in my mind. Maybe it doesn't in yours. I don't know, but anyway. And then AA4WX, we talked about that earlier. AA is my prefix. 4 represents that I'm in the Southeast, and WX is my suffix. So let's talk about common myths. Call sign number means where I live. No, we talked about that earlier. No, it does not. Once you have a vanity call sign, you can select the number from anywhere in the United States. Short call signs mean they've been a ham longer. Not anymore. Vanity call signs are issued regardless of how long you have been licensed. Now, again, you have to have the appropriate license to match up with the vanity call sign that you've got as far as the requirements go, but not necessarily. And then finally, I can pick my call sign I want. Partially true. That has to be available, and it must follow the FCC rules and call sign format requirements. So those are the things. I will tell you, if you want a 1x2 or a 2x1 call sign, it is extraordinarily competitive. I tried for 2 or 3 different ones and never got any of them, so I settled on AA4WX. Again, this document that you're seeing on your screen, not 100% accurate. I did use AI to generate it. I did want to have a visual reference for you all. So make sure that you listen to what I'm saying and not necessarily what I'm pointing out on the chart per se, because there are some inaccuracies on there. AI is great in a pinch if you don't want to make the graphic artwork. So there you go. All right, guys. Again, I want to remind you, check out Gigaparts and their Explorer QRZ1 and all the great products they got there. Not only do they have ham radio stuff, but they've got all stuff, maker supplies, computer parts, all kinds of great stuff. So go check them out, gigaparts.com. Also, if you're looking to get your ham radio license, since we're talking about ham radio for beginners, check out hamradioprep.com. Coupon code HamShackTV, get you 10% off their already great prices. Again, can't thank you enough. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. 73 AA4 WX WSCB 693.